So, all that being said, on the building side of things, do you think it is possible to achieve the same amount of, I guess, financial success with all of these priorities in line as well? I know that sounds a little bit silly, but I think a lot of people's gut reactions is in order to really double down and focus on this, we have to sacrifice whatever else is going on in our lives in order to achieve that. Do you think
You will
that's
have to sacrifice something. That's the honest God's truth. Um, you just don't want to over sacrifice. And you want to communicate why to those that whatever sacrifice you're making is affecting. Like if our wives or children get sick, we will sacrifice our business and our businesses will understand why. But if we're wanting to build an empire, that takes a lot of time, takes a lot of knowledge, takes a lot of investment, takes a lot of energy. And that's where we will focus the majority of our time. And if we tell them our why, but make sure we're shifting our priorities, we're not always there. Something is always sacrificed. You know, people got stuck. You know, Tim Ferriss has done a really good job with a lot of his books, but people miss the most important two lines in the 4-hour work week. Yes, Tim Ferriss built to a 4-hour work week and he still lives it. However, it took him 6 or 7 or 8 years at 60, 70, 80 hours a week to get to that 4-hour work week. And so people forget that part. It's not a magic switch or a light bulb. So if you want more money, more success, and build something great, it will come at the expense of something else. But the key is not to not to fall off the cliff, because you just prioritize and reprioritize as it becomes necessary. And when I was 36, I became the priority. I wanted to be emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically strong, because I just felt, I looked like all this on the outside, but I just felt like a weak little boy on the inside, and I didn't want to feel that way anymore. And I wanted to bring back my power. And somebody told me I do something really well. They said, you make good people really powerful and you make powerful people really good. And that's the biggest compliment one of my clients ever gave me. And so, no, I think something always, and I'm not this work-life balance. I'm just going to say it, forgive the French, it's bullshit. It's about prioritizing and reprioritizing. And nature is balanced. God is balanced. We are not. we have to shift and reshift, but don't build an empire at the sacrifice of yourself, at the sacrifice of your family, your friends, and your happiness. And that's what I would say. And do something that you truly enjoy, even if it's less money. Because I just didn't enjoy public accounting and financial consulting anymore. I didn't want to do it. And they didn't have a check, brother. And they were writing big checks. And they just didn't have it. And I was an owner. I didn't want to look back with regrets. I was like, this is not what I was put on the earth to do. And so I went on a ride there. And I think everybody wants this too, and then I'll stop. Everybody wants a purpose. And I'm a big believer that every human being on earth until their last breath has a purpose. And I believe that purpose changes during the seasons of your life. And if you don't know your purpose, or you find yourself looking at the sky or at a fire, asking, why am I here? You're looking out your window at work, or, why am I here? Where am I going? And who's coming with me? That's something we all need to know, so that we can use that North Star guiding us every single day. And so but in my opinion, no, you have to sacrifice something. Mm-hmm. And it's just how much you want to sacrifice. I heard a joke one time, when we're getting married, or we're thinking about, it's just what level of crazy each person in that marriage can deal with. And the same thing in business is what level of sacrifice are you and your family, through communication, through love, through talking about, hey, we're doing this and this is why. And bring them along on the journey with you if you can. And but prioritize and reprioritize.
Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.